Hey everybody, Norm from Tested here at WonderCon 2018. Now, just last year, we met Darren Moser here at the RPF Replica Prop Forum party where he was beginning work on this K-2SO costume puppet. What do you call it, Darren?
It's a puppet. There's a couple of K-2SO builders out there, and some people do like a static prop, and some people do a suit where they're inside of them, but you really have to make allowances for the human body. So this is a puppet. He's manipulated by my feet, my hands, my torso, and it's really fun bringing the character to life.
And so this is complete now. When we first saw him, not everything was in place. I know you had him at San Diego last year, but tell me about all the improvements and how it operates.
Well, yeah, look, mostly he's just done. So he's got his full skin on. It's sealed EVA foam with polylatex 60, and then his paint color is barbecue paint. So it's a really nice matte color. He doesn't really need the high heat factor of that, and then it's just silver Sharpie detailing. I actually weighed him because I always get asked how much he weighs. He weighs about 30 pounds. So it adds up, even though it's foam. And again, he's built over a PVC skeleton. And you asked like some upgrades I've done since San Diego. One of the things that always worried me is to put his hips on, you take off this piece to access the internals, but I was always afraid this piece was gonna come off and get lost, and so I secured it with a piece of elastic just to keep it, close, and then it just goes back on.
Magnets!
Yep, gotta have magnets. I've also given him a little buddy. It's a little ID-10 kit from Battlefront 2. And he just loves, being a pirate with his pirate parrot, and that's just held on with about a dozen really big rare earth magnets to keep him to pull that pull force through like a 1/4 inch of foam skin. But he's working really great. When you first have a costume out, you have the kinks you got to work out. You have to figure out, is he going to still walk? He is heavy. He is a good amount of work. One of the biggest changes I made is I redid his kneecaps. So his knees actually lock when he's standing. So right now he's taking his own weight, and I only take his weight when I walk. So that gives me a break pretty much any time I stop for pictures. But the electronics are still working. The camera he's got a little tiny cheek camera that generates its own Wi-Fi and broadcasts to the iPad. And the iPad does double duty because it also is the voice changer that passes through to an Acre unit in his neck. So he's got a lot of little independent systems. He's got a GoPro in his belly just kind of for reaction shots. I can watch the footage later and see how people are reacting to him. And he's got the button battery LEDs for his eyes. So a lot of individual components, but it's great. Everyone loves seeing him, loves taking pictures with him. I get to kind of check my phone and chill back here while they do so. But he walks pretty well, he talks. He's doing pretty much everything I want him to do.
And then articulating fingers as well. How much posability can you get?
I'm still trying to dial that in. I have the elastic a little too tight, but they do articulate some. That's been, again, a really tricky part. I'm using like a nylon cord, which has a little bit too much stretch and give, so I think I need to redo that with maybe more of like a metal cable or something that won't have any give. And this part I want to rework as well. The plan for K-2.0 is going to have a connection right here, and I want to actually be able to do his wrist and be able to turn and get a lot more movement. Also, I'll put some servos kind of based off of like a T800 servo neck, and I want to be able to move his neck around and have a little joystick back here controlled by my thumb, and that'll really bring out the character when he can really look around, as well as the voice and his salty personality.
And maybe even the blinking eyes as well?
Yeah, I actually saw another K2O builder where he had little tiny LED screens and he had the eyes looking around. It was really impressive. Right now they're just the static. That would be interesting to make them kind of look around, but I think a head movement starting with that, because that'll add a lot.
So you said 2.0. Is that a complete rebuild or is that a refurbish?
No, just adding bits here and there. I don't think I could rebuild him if I wanted, but yeah, like I said, kind of adding flexibility, cutting down weight a little bit. It's still a lot of effort. He's definitely my workout for the day when he's pulling me forward, but he's a lot of fun, and he's built for cons. I mean, it takes a bit to assemble him and get him out of the house, but he's a lot of fun.
Awesome. We're glad we caught you early in the day before you're too tired.
Exactly.
But thanks for checking in with us, and it looks great.
Thank you so much.
It's great to see you, Darren.
Good to see you too.